Okay, thought I'd put out a warning about this video, that series that I suggested to watch. Just like I thought, is at the end of the day, when the smart people think they know the answer, that's when you find out they know shit. And although this person, is got a handle on what's going on, she just is lacking information. And when you are dealing with a lack of information, then you're going to do the best problem solving with the data that you do have. And she's definitely lacking a lot of data on medical problems. And this is the hardest thing to even describe to anybody. Everybody's designing our systems so that you die. There is zero interest in designing any kind of system where you actually live. And she's suggesting to design a system so you die. Plus, she's also saying, buy gold and silver. Who owns all the gold and silver? Let's face it, it's the rich. As soon as you buy the rich, give the rich what it is that they want. My computer's going a little crazy. I don't know what's going on here. But, yeah, as soon as, the computer went nuts. I'm downloading stuff and installing stuff, so now the stuff is acting up. Anyways, the corporate world profits off you dying. One way or another, the corporate world, no matter how you structure it, as long as they view life from a perspective, you gotta die, you're going down that path, and you're pushing that button, and you're choosing to die. And she's definitely doing it herself, and the only reason she's doing it is because she's lacking information. Just as she's describing everybody else that's doing something wrong, they just can't see they're doing something wrong, she doesn't see what she's doing wrong yet. It's the same thing. So it's not like she's evil or any of that crap. She just doesn't know. And it's almost like, you know what, humanity needs to take a university course in every fucking area of life, and then get rid of all of the contradictions, because there's a lot of them. That would shorten down any university course, because most of it's all bullshit anyways. But if you can look at what does make sense and what doesn't make sense, then you'll see it. But right now, gold and silver, giving any currency not equal to everybody. Like, let's just say all of the wealthy people, like Boardwalk and Park Place, they own all of that now. And the game is about over because you sold all your properties. Like, you're bankrupt. The game is over. And all of the money is in the hands of the people that own Boardwalk and Park Place. And what this girl is suggesting is, these wealthy people want to keep their wealth, and we want to make sure they keep their wealth, so everybody buy gold and silver. And that'll keep the wealthy wealthy. So there, she's wrong there again, so I wouldn't take any advice from this person. Although she describes a lot of what's going on, she still hasn't got what the solution is. And you're going to go down a wrong friggin' path. It's really, really hard for me to find somebody that kind of knows what they're talking about. We're all lost, and we need to gain information, and that's the process that we're in. This is where all of the chaos is coming, is because we're gathering information, and you get a little piece. Somebody, half of people know it, half of the other people don't know it, so then there's this big disagreement of, no, you don't know what you're talking about, and then there's a whole pile of bullshit just to confuse you, and nobody knows who to trust and who not to trust. So no, it is a matter of finding out the truth. The truth will come to you. It'll hit you like a ton of bricks when it does. What was the other comment that I wanted to say about it? The gold and silver is Boardwalk. That's getting back on track there. So, the game is about to end. And what she's suggesting is that we're going to play another game. And basically what it's like is, They have the people that own Boardwalk and Park Place now have the value of all the gold because you're buying the gold. Your purchasing, your investment in it makes them wealthy. Because all of you people, that lost your homes and lost everything, you've worked your whole life and you lost everything, do you really think it's fair that if we brought in a currency, the only people that can afford to get that currency are the wealthy people? Like if you can invest in gold and silver and do so, and you think that you're changing the economic system, the only concern you have is for yourself, because you know damn well you're the only one that can afford to buy it, and you know damn well there's a hell of a lot of other people that have lost everything through crime. They're going to get pissed off as hell that you end up being able to afford the gold while they can't. And what do you want to do with the gold? Make them work for you. It's not about, oh, I'm going to use gold to survive with. What the hell do you think survival is? Purchasing something. What are you purchasing? Slavery. Somebody who needs to do it, they're desperate to do whatever it is you need just to get that gold, just so that they can buy food. When I hear of a good system, that means the whole game's over. The whole planet needs to claim bankruptcy, and then the whole planet needs to start a whole new game. And it can't be the same type of game like Monopoly. And one of the biggest things that I haven't really seen too many people mentioning it, but it's have you ever seen the movie Pretty Woman? Where the guy's job is to take over, companies, destroy them, tear them apart, and sell them. That's how it all happened. Is some rich people just go in, they take over your business, they take over, you lost it, and then after you've lost it and you're going crazy trying to fix the world, and then some stupid idiot that thinks they know the answer says, hey, I want to make more money, buy gold and silver, and you can't afford it. You're the slave still. You've aged now to the point where you can't work, and yet you still need to feed yourself, which means you'll end up dying. And that's why she doesn't know about the healthcare system, because she doesn't want to know about the healthcare system, because you've got to make money off dying. So just because, the new system that we're going to create and you can't afford to get in there and it causes you death, that's a good thing, because you know what? I sell coffins for a living. And I need you to die. So there's my take on it. Really good information other than the medical system and or any of her solutions. She just describes part of the problem, not all of the problem, especially with the medical world, that pharmaceuticals. Why do we need pills? Why the fuck do we need pills? And she's pushing pills. We just should get the pills cheaper. That's her idea, is that we should get the pills cheaper. Why the fuck do you need a pill? And you got to understand what a pill is. There's a massive problem that's causing you pain, and the medical world says, here, take a painkiller, and then your pain's all gone away. And then I can still hit you over the head with a hammer, and you won't even notice because of all the painkillers you're taking. And that's the direction that girl's taken. It's well worth a watch. It is interesting from, when you do see, the level of intelligence like that, the level to be able to comprehend what the problem is, and still be completely lost. And, while she's describing people, hey, would you push this button that would kill the planet? And everybody'd say, yeah, because I don't want to lose my stuff. She's the one pushing the button, and she doesn't know yet. And they call me crazy, though. Peace out.